Hello. Alright, so this is a makeover you probably never even knew happened because last time you saw me in this kitchen, I was painting cabinets 2 ways. There's a lot more going on behind the scenes for the videos, or should I say these videos? But we will get to that later. This is going to be more difficult than I thought it might be.
Why?
Because I'm wondering how I even get these up from here.
Get what up?
These,
The screws?
no, they're not screws, they're nails. If they were screws, it'd be a lot easier. Because I could just screw them out, but these guys are
Okay,
weird.
if you're gonna start popping shit, you need glasses on your eyes, because if they pop out and then they knock your eye out and I'm out for a walk and then I come home and I find you with blood gushing out of your head and I didn't get you to the emergency on time, Dad will never speak to you again if he has to call your mother.
Oh, yes!
Catherine taught me when we were at school, this was my favorite line, we all learn together. Da-da-da-da.
High five.
Well
Hey.
done!
One bites the dust. That first one just gave me false confidence. This was literally filmed over a year ago, and I'm putting it up now because I was waiting on the final pieces to come together, and they still have not. But sometimes you just gotta let the final pieces go and let something just be an incomplete project, essentially, because it's not yours to complete. Anyways, I digress. And here we are. The beginning of this was truly just added in because I needed you guys to witness the struggle that it can take tearing up a carpet. Just for your guys' information, this is not actually a beige yellow rug. It was supposed to be just a beige rug, but it was covered in things that we will not even be talking about. Oh my god, why is it so beautiful? Stuck here wondering, like, yeah, okay, it's focus, camera, focus. Like, it's a little rough around the edges, quite literally, but my god, this is beautiful. If it was my choice, I would have kept this. It's beautiful. Beautiful, okay. Let's keep going. Oh, shit. Yes. Oh God. A star is born. Yes! I know I said I was upset, but now I'm just stuck wondering, like, what? That's wood underneath it. I don't understand. I'm so confused. Now onto the actual kitchen itself. This was a terrible incandescent light that didn't even have any electricity flowing through it anymore. And they wanted it gone and gone. Now you can say hi if you'd like. So first thing I want to check though, the breaker for this, is it off?
Don't need to. Switch is off.
Yeah, but there could be electricity still running through it.
No.
Turn off first of all. More! You're just doing it because the camera's on. Oh, got it.
Uh-huh.
It's not as nasty as I thought it would be.
Of course not.
Okay, 1, 2,
Ooh.
calm down. Why are you?
Uh-huh.
Be so careful.
Don't break it. You'll kill us. We'll all die.
Can you like not?
What you need to do.
There's so many dead bugs on here. Originally the plan was to hang a light over the kitchen table from this light source, so get it back hooked up and then have something coming from, basically hanging from here, going over top of the table with, like, I don't know, a nice kind of decorative element, let's say. That ended up changing, but this did need to come down nonetheless. An unknown substance just went in my mouth! Okay.
Hold on.
I am putting this on because, can you, like, I'm gonna keep that in, I hope you know that. Since you've been gone. Oh, you wanna take that? I don't know where it ends.
Wow, are you ever fucking...
Here. Oh.
Now you're throwing shit.
I am not throwing. Oh fuck! No!
Told you.
I just saved your life! Oh.
Oh, it's just that one.
Okay, hold on.
Step here.
Help me! It's heavy!
Hey. Okay.
Oh my god, okay.
This is where we need wire snips. In your room?
Yeah! Sure.
Okay.
Oh, that's disgusting. And that's probably where the drywall went into my mouth. An unknown substance just went in my mouth!
Oh, would you?
To the outside?
Yeah. No, to the bathroom. To the junk pile, Batman.
Onward, loyal steed. And you're locked out. Wow, they were real lazy. And then everything just needed to be spackled because there were many holes. That sounds weird. As well as random phone jacks that didn't work along the way, also needing to be removed. Hope this isn't a bomb. Now the question is, and properly dealt with electrical tape, as there was no information available for the workability of this for any purpose. Stuck back into the wall. And also speckled over. And then we get into the keeping of the window frames with, you guessed it, even more spackle, after it was obviously cleaned up a little bit. And then removing this old fan that did not work anymore, which seems to be an ongoing theme in this kitchen.
Oh, you want to do it?
Of course I want to do it. I've been waiting weeks to do it. Oh, okay.
I'm hoping.
Oh, yeah, okay. I actually didn't think it was going to be that easy.
Look at that, eh?
Ew.
Okay, careful. Careful.
I'm trying to be careful. However, the hole in the wall, or I guess the hole in the ceiling in which the fan was in, it caused a little bit more of a headache, let's say.
Okay, so
You want
I'm
to
going to get you a bucket so you can clean up on the inside of that first.
Because it was just a little bit teeny tiny too big for a spackle project.
Show you. Watch this. Here, hold this so you're back.
You're so funny. Did you get back?
Back. Doesn't that look good?
It looks a lot better than it did. Woo!
It does, doesn't it?
And the other guy?
And then this kind of be right like so.
That looks actually
Really good.
it looks a lot better than I thought it would with the glitter paper.
But are you tall enough? Or would you
Are you height shaming me? and it was decided that it would be cleaned off and put back up, knowing it would continue to not be a fan. But first it just needed to be cleaned out, as I could only assume it hadn't been before. Not such a fan of it going entirely down my arm, but...
What are you squirming about?
I moved the fan portion and all of a sudden a bunch squirted out at me.
Yes. At one point, that fan there, state of the art.
It wasn't good art, but it was state of whatever art.
Is that there's that dents in the... Right there? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's rock hard. And it's funny, I was just telling Dad downstairs. It's funny, because I'm TSPing around it, I'm wetting it, right? All the spackle and all the ceiling paint's turning pink because it's pink to white when it dries. So all that pink there is either spackle or ceiling paint.
Huh.
Like, that's funny.
And then, so maybe start by priming this one.
Okay.
We'll let it dry. Right? Doesn't take long to dry, especially if you have a hairdryer to help it.
Primer takes at least 6 hours to dry.
No, it does not.
It says that on it.
The paint the primer that I've got downstairs for outside, 3 hours.
Okay, so I can do this in 3 hours then. Okay. Probably 1.5 if I have a blow dryer for an hour and a half to it. That was a joke.
I think you can probably get on top of it in like 20 minutes. You don't know that.
You can try to get on top of it in 20 minutes.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow the package instructions.
Okay, well, that's because you're kind of a suck. Kind of a baby.
Oh, it's still recording. Perfect.
Oh, good. Okay, well, let's go, primer girl.
I know, I have
Primer girl! You're my little primer girl.
Once I was cleaned out and actually being cleaned, it was time to prime everything. Or as I say, it was prime time! I used an outdoor primer for the ceiling as it was available and it worked, but it was a gray. Don't hold that against me. Alongside my method of making it dry faster with a blow dryer. We gotta do what we gotta do. Following that up with actual ceiling paint, a pink to white, because through the hallway I did many years ago, proved that that was the best option. It truly only took about maybe 2 or 3 coats to cover all of the gray primer, which is what I would have been adding anyways to the entire ceiling, so I just went for it. As well as the not so fan. After they both dried, which you can once again tell because it's white, so there is no guesswork in that, I placed the styrofoam covered in tinfoil back in. And added the hardware back on top. It genuinely looks really good. It just, it's just a quick fix for another person to deal with later on down the line. Although I'm not a fan of it dripping.
What?
I said, although I'm not a fan of it dripping. Because Dad washed the styrofoam.
Well, there you go.
One of the last portions of this job, or this makeover, because there are parts, let me tell you, this was a random piece of the wall. It was not a working outlet, I checked. It was not a phone line, as it was completely different wiring as the other phone line. It was just a random line on the wall being behind a failure of a secret door. My best guess is this is what a fan or old stove connected to at one point many moons ago. I did cover the oven and stove, obviously in a blanket, because you don't want anything getting in a place where you're going to be making food and that can catch fire. I sanded down the area, which I did end up putting a piece of wood about the size and shape of the hole into as I glued it into the wall. Spackled around it and then wiped that down to make it as flush as possible, but years later I am unable to find the footage of that. I moved the fridge and the oven and the stove. And basically just sanded down any portions of the wall that were raised. I wiped it down completely with TSP and then a wash of water afterwards just to get all that TSP off. I finally primed all the little areas. When the paint finally came down, it would just be completely cohesive. No bumps, no bruises, no nothing. Because that is what this kitchen truly deserves. As you can see, this last clip shows the piece of what I mentioned was cut to fit in the third hole in the wall. I primed that too. Forgive me, but I will be seeing you in the next video for the next portion of this. Bye guys!